Hello YouTube, this is John Walton, back with another video on blacksmithing. I'm just going to give you guys a lowdown on my setup and tools. I'll go into some of the tools that I use most often and why I like them. So, before we get started, here's the knife I had in the last video. I finished it. It turned out great. I like it. The finish here, I didn't do any grinding on that. It's just got the oxidation from the forge on there, and it makes a really nice rustic finish, along with the peening that didn't turn out too bad actually. I got the temper just about right. It gets sharp. I did some hacking on some wood with it. It's got a pretty much spotless edge, actually. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's still quite sharp. Other than that, I guess that's about the end of this. The handle turned out well. 3 brass pins, lanyard hole, walnut, basic handle, I guess. Okay, let's get started. I have 2 pairs of tongs that I use most of the time. I have this pair, which grabs anywhere from like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch quite well. And I use that for like grabbing onto a blade. This is just a trash blade that I accidentally melted off. But you can grab it just about any way as long as it's not too terribly thick. So that works great for most stuff. With this, every once in a while I want to work with a railroad spike or something, so you can grab a railroad spike pretty well with that. It's about 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch of a grip for this one. I like that a lot for some projects. As far as hammers go, I have 2 hammers. I have this 3-pound hammer here and this 1-pound ball peen hammer. This is a cross peen. I like this one a lot. I use it most of the time. At first it was kind of tiring to use it, but I've gotten pretty used to it and it works quite well. Also, this hammer, I use it for some fine stuff. Every once in a while I use the peen on it. It's a good hammer as well. I use some other hammers, but these are the main ones. The anvil. I have this railroad track anvil here. It works alright. It's not really ideal. It's got a really banged up surface there, and it's quite soft and light, and the horn is not very well rounded over. It's got a hole here, but it doesn't really have much application. It's not like a hardy hole or anything. So, also it doesn't have hardly any ring, if you can hear this. It's just kind of a thud. So, yeah, I guess other than that, I have the forge here. It has an electric blower down there and an adjustment here, which adjusts airflow in the intake and just a basic lever and gate. And that's about it for that. It doesn't do a whole lot of adjustment, so I usually keep it on the lowest level so I don't melt anything. And as for this brush here, I just use that to scrape scale off stuff once in a while, just to clean off the surface of the anvil. This is a machete that I worked on for like 20 minutes or so. I got it started hammering a bevel into it, and we'll see how that one comes out in a later video, I guess. But this fire shovel that I made, it's just a basic spade there, and I just took some steel cable, no, not cable, whatever, steel bar here, and I just wrapped it, twisted it, and then brought it up into a handle. But I broke it here, so it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, and I guess I ended up with this longer kind of pathetic handle, but it works great when the forge is hot and I just need to grab it somewhere else to get farther away from the flame. That works good. Other than that, Can't really think of much else. Oh, this quench bucket. I use this as a quench bucket oftentimes because the stainless steel one that I had been using is the dog's water bucket. So she uses that. And I borrow it once in a while. But I guess that's about it. Blinkers and use coal down here. That's it.